The outpour of love for the victims and their families is nonstop here as neighbors and the entire community know and feel that it's their duty to uplift these souls who were lost too soon. Every day since the tragedy, Ana Santos wakes up to the faces of the students she once fed.
I get up in the morning and I see Leila Salazar's face. She would go missing all the time. I see Alina Garcia, her faces.
Santos worked in the cafeteria and in an after-school program at Robb Elementary School. She was there the day 19 children and 2 teachers lost their lives. Now, just a walk away from the school, she's handing out water in support of those grieving.
I went to the grandma's of one of them, and she goes, I won't believe it till I see her. I can't believe it. And I said, I'm so sorry. There's no words to tell you how sorry I am. We know how hot it is out here, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Walking throughout the same neighborhood, you can also find Dan Beasley carrying a large wooden cross he built himself. He says he felt a calling to drive more than 24 hours with his son all the way from the Detroit area.
God just stops me in my tracks and he says, why are you thinking of all the reasons not to go? He goes, you need to think of the reasons you need to go. You built this cross for a purpose. This is the purpose.
They've been praying with anyone who needs it, hearing their stories and sharing their pain, with the strong emphasis on neighbors who live nearby.
We're trying to allow them to see the Lord and so that they know that the lights aren't out. Just stay focused and keep the community tight and they'll rebound. And that's why we're here.
People here are banding together to show they care no matter where they're from. And as she wakes up to the faces every morning, Santos is optimistic to one day see a memorial in their honor.
For the sake of them and their families, to come sit and rest and say, you know what, baby, I'm here. I'm here for you. You're watching over me. I'm going to be sitting here talking to you.
So their lives are never forgotten. Santos says she'll never forget the kids not wanting to miss any school here because of all the fun that they were having. And she would want you and everyone else to remember the kids as the strong little babies who were looking forward to life.
Can you imagine the family? Can you even imagine? Never look at this road the same.
Starting Monday, Cowboy Dave stands out here to cheer on city workers and first responders by applauding them, but he also pays his respects to families who have lost their loved ones by removing his hat, and he says he'll be out here for a while to hear anybody who wants to vent.
Thank you. Thank you. Border Patrol, good job. That's one of the kids. For the kids.
From daylight to dawn, you'll find sun, heat, and now Cowboy Dave, a man of many words, left speechless when he recalls the day 19 children and 2 teachers were killed.
A week before that, I had been in Buffalo, and I thought, not kids. 2 weeks before that, I thought not adults in grocery stores. The emotion was, I can't do nothing and it's not my community and they're gonna really resent somebody showing up trying to be a clown.
But he fought through the thoughts of not being accepted here and traveled hundreds of miles from Belleville, Ohio to, well, listen.
I just listen. I'm not a licensed counselor, I'm not a Franklin Graham Samaritan's Purse guy, I'm not a priest, I'm not a counselor, I'm just a guy that has 2 ears that work. 2 ears that work. People are so happy just for somebody to listen.
Here to also listen is John Hardy from Corpus Christi. He's a former minister who lived in Uvalde for 4 years.
I was just about to go into a Zoom staff meeting, online, and my wife Melanie called, and she said what had happened, and she was crying, and so I was delayed getting in on the meeting. It was already underway when it was my time to speak. I told everybody what had happened.
It was then that he knew he needed to be here.
The seeds then were planted that we could have a tangible offering. And so when I told the church on Sunday morning I was going to come up here, they were so glad.
Meeting with people to cry and pray. And with that same offering, Cowboy Dave plans to carry out his message of hope.
Hallelujah! Don't worry, folks. I'm looking beyond you. Don't worry if you wish you could do something. These people are strong, and those that can do something are. America would be so proud. And their hearts are not crushed. They're just bruised. They're going to come back stronger.
Cowboy Dave says he spent the first part of his life pursuing the wrong things, and now he intends to do the right thing. He says he plans to be out here to listen to anyone who wants to stop by until about mid-June.
I felt really sad about my friends.
Earlier today, we visited here at Robb Elementary School, where we talked to several people who had driven several hours out of town just to come here and pay their respects. Jose Manuel Flores Jr. was only 10 years old when he was taken too soon. On May 24th, he was born in November 2011 to parents Alyssa Rodriguez and Jose Manuel Flores. He had 3 brothers and 2 sisters. People describe him as a beautiful and sweet little boy. This afternoon, he was laid to rest at Hillcrest Cemetery. Then there is 48-year-old Irma Linda Garcia, who was selflessly died protecting her students. Just 2 days later, her husband, Jose Antonio Garcia, joined his wife after suffering a heart attack. They were married in Uvalde and had 4 children together. On Garcia's tribute wall, friends describe them as having a heart of gold, calling them the servants of the community. Garcia is now also resting at Hillcrest Cemetery. An extended family member of hers is now demanding change in the election after learning of the shooting here in Uvalde.
Everyone should never forget these children. And on November the 8th, let's put them out, all those that didn't do the right thing. Let's get rid of them and bring in people that care about children, because our children are our future. They're going to help us as we get older.
And we were also able to talk to a student who was here on that day of the shooting.
The cops told us to come out from a window. I heard gunshots. Some of my friends died.
You can still send flowers to both of those families. We'll make sure to add the links on our website.
The community has come, and everybody from around the world is grieving for them. It's very important to have God with us and have peace and let them go. And let them rejoice where they're at right now, singing and dancing.
This is a community where everyone is connected in one way or another. So the entire area of Uvalde is feeling the hurt. But people tell me that they want the families of these victims to know that they are not alone in their grief. 3 children were laid to rest today as the community mourns. There's 10-year-old Nevaeh Bravo, who was born in Uvalde on January 12, 2012, to Maria Garcia and Juan Bravo. She had 2 brothers and 1 sister and is described as a beautiful little girl with a memorable smile. She now rests at Hillcrest Cemetery. Also laid to rest is 10-year-old Elena Torres. Like Nevaeh, she was also born on January 12, 2012 in Uvalde to Ellie and Sandra Torres. Her obituary says Torres managed to have a huge impact on many people's lives. She loved playing softball and could spend hours watching TikTok videos. Torres now rests at Hillcrest Cemetery. Then there is 11-year-old Miranda Mathis, who was born on May 6, 2011 in Gainesville, Florida, to Deanna Gornto and Brian Mathis Jr. Her obituary says she had a huge loving heart. She was sweet, smart, and a shy tomboy who enjoyed spending time outdoors. Mathis' funeral service was held at Rushing Estes Knolls. Earlier today, I talked with a grandmother who knows most of the family members of the victims, and she's asking people to stand behind the parents as they navigate through this difficult time.
As parents, I lost a daughter, and it hurts. And I know how they're feeling, their grandparents, the parents, because it rips you of everything. So I know, and all we ask is prayers. Lots of prayers.
She and several other community members that I've talked to all throughout the week say that they would have liked the school right here behind me to be completely demolished and they would instead like a monument or a memorial built here for the families or anyone who wants to come here to pay their respects. In Uvalde, Roxanne Elias, WTOL 11.
This piece right here is really important because what happened is so much stress and all of this loss to life, and our families are broken. And always work of artists, it helps in the healing process. And hopefully we as a community contribute not only to make the people feel better, but also to do something from these events happening again. This is too terrible. The school's supposed to be safe, and they aren't. This piece also on my right side actually is two. This other one, I wrote the names of the students, and hopefully this piece also will be, part of remembers and part of the healing process. I don't feel they to be, I feel they are my family.
With the books, it gives them more inspiration, and that's what I want to give, at least for those kids and the ones that are still going to that school, and give them more inspiration to come over here, not to give hope on their education. It's definitely going to last years to come, and then people can also come and grab books and talk and interact and get to know each other on a friendly basis. And yeah, with that happened, it just really struck my heart. It killed me deep inside that I couldn't even eat and sleep, and then I just wanted to finish this off. I was like, I got to, just like a house, but I made sure of that. And then that's not real glass too. I mean, it's plastic, so of course they can't break it. This side, which just says the Robb Elementary School. And then the other side is gonna say Uvalde Strong. But at least if I can do something for right now and start the motion, hopefully that will help. But bring up hope. That's what I want to bring. At least more hope and more, especially the way the world is, at least this will give some inspiration.